talk to me? I really wanna know you. Come and talk to me. I really wanna please you. Can I talk to you? Ooh, come and talk to me.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Lay It on the Line. It's your girl, it's Jamila.
And your boy Miles.
Ine Divine.
And before we get started, make sure that you hit that like, share, and subscribe button.
Okay, so y'all know every week we shout out to one black-owned business, and this week or today we're gonna do Snatch to Perfection.
Snatch.
She's your mobile lymphatic massage specialist. Snatch to Perfection, again, your neighborhood mobile lymphatic massage service. We provide post-op plastic surgery clients essential aftercare needs, which includes manual lymphatic massages, self-care education, and nutritional guidelines, which can comfort you from your home. Snatch to Perfection extends services for a variety of post-op surgery clients, such as mommy makeovers, tummy tucks, 360 lipos, BBLs, breast augmentations, and facelift. The staff at Snatch to Perfections are trained to approach each client with service and a service plan individualized specifically for their needs. Post-op service plans are collaborative based on client's clinical and surgical background and current post-op needs, the physician's post-op instructions, and the professional advice from the certified lymphatic massage therapist. At Snatch to Perfections, our teams of masseuses are committed to partnering with our clients from pre-op consultation to post-op aftercare plans, expectations, and beyond. Search no more, start and end with the professionals that are willing to commit to you. We are excited to join. We're excited to have you join our journey at Snatch to Perfections. Our reward is your success.
Okay, Snatch to Perfections. I'm going to need some of that snatch so I can be snatched for my birthday.
Yeah, she does body contouring as well, and some of those other not wanting to go to surgery type things.
I can use some of that, go on and soften and smooth out some of them little dimples and dents and stuff.
Yeah.
So I can wear some little hoochie mama shorts.
Oh boy.
All right. So last week we talked about Corey Holcomb. And well, not last week. Last episode we talked about Corey Holcomb and how he put his hands on a woman. And Miles, you was not here. Would you care to give us some feedback on men putting their hands on women?
I mean,
now mind you, she did not hit him first. He walked up on her and punched her.
He just went and just punched her for no reason.
They were looked like they were in a circle of people and maybe some words were exchanged.
Argument.
So when the camera came on at the point when they knew he was already for the punch?
No, they were all just standing around talking, and he walked up on her. When he got in her face, she did something like this, and then he popped her.
Well, let me say this, because I know people like, why you asking questions and why you feel like, I mean, because some women provoke shit. It is what it is, and I'm just being honest. Some women talk like a man. That's why I tell every woman, don't care your child or whatever, keep yourself in a woman's spot. Quit trying to play like you tough. You're not gonna win against no man. I mean, don't get wrong. There's some women out here will lay a man out, but
Clarissa Shields.
But the scale though. But most of the time, the scale though that you're not gonna win. And women think because they can talk to a man any kind of way, say what they want to say, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't fly. But at the end of the day, us men, we try to avoid that. I mean, man can easily avoid that. I don't think punching a woman, maybe put their ass in a finger four or something. Put their head behind the head. Just let her know, hey, you can't handle me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put a finger four, or maybe just grab her and pick up and squeeze her like this or something. Let her know, like, say, man, you don't have no win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, you ain't necessary, but at the same time, some women will do something, people reaction different. Like why I tell people, I don't play slap box, I don't play them games, because you do something, my reflexes might pop you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just best not to even keep your hand to yourself. Don't even play with me, because I don't want my reflexes. And I'm not agree with it, you know what I'm saying? But some women provoke that. Some women like that. You got some women feel like that if you punch them, they want more. Like that's a turn. And I'm like, that shit is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's way society is crazy, but because now people record it, and what I'm saying, I seen him say something about he lost a lot of money about a lot of shows and stuff going on because of that incident. I ain't see the incident. I just happened to come across the post when he was saying he lost a lot of money because folks don't want to book him. Well, my thing is this here. People do shit all the time. Some get caught, some don't. Some on camera, some not. That go from the judge, from the high end, the judges, DAs, everybody do something crooked, conniving, sneaky, but it ain't caught on film. You know what I'm saying? And then they try to justify whatever they doing was okay or try to sit up and judge somebody else, but they do just as much. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I tell them, keep your hand to yourself. Quit trying to put your foot in a woman's shoe and be a lady. A man's shoe. And be a lady. You know what I'm saying? But it's
what
just,
if she got big feet and she could fit those shoes?
Well, once again, you better keep them in a woman's shoe. Keep them in a woman's shoe. You don't give a fuck if you wear a 10, you still ain't gonna fit a man 10. You know what I'm saying? So
I can fit a man 10.
Okay. And guess what? You fit a man 10. So you wear what, a 12?
No, I fit a man's 10.
No, I'm asking you wear a woman's.
I wear a woman's 11.
How close? I know so. Once again, keep your feet in your woman's high heel boot or shoe, not in a man's shoe. This 10 is big, baby.
So you think that he shouldn't lose his endorsements or lose his job because of, that personal situation or whatever?
We don't know how long that video. It might be an old video.
Yeah, I mean, I was just asking because I don't think that, I ain't gonna say I don't think, what people do in their personal life, but it's kind of like the R. Kelly situation. Like, yeah, he a freaking who's doing all these things, but it's like y'all want to cancel him, but he's still an artist. He still make music, and why should people's jobs be affected by their personal life, I guess? He's a comedian. He made a bad decision. He should not have hit the woman, but if Dave Chappelle talk about trans people and somebody get offended and they can boycott and be like, oh, we gonna stop your money. As an entertainer, you just have to be smart and know that people are watching you. You can't sit here and complain now because you lost your job because you did something that nobody agrees with.
That's
you just
because
gotta be careful.
It's not the same because it's different because it's not a personal situation. I mean like business wise. So it's not like you own the company and you can choose to. This is a corporation and somebody that they're gonna look at. You condone this. You know what I'm saying? You condoning it as a entrepreneur is going to be different than this corporation condoning. Oh no, I'm not gonna. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink Snapple.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my reasons for not drinking. If people that know anything about Snapple know.
I don't know.
I don't drink Snapple.
They
I
racist?
just don't.
Chick-fil-A
So
racist
it's like
too.
like Target or something.
Yeah, they say Chick-fil-A racist.
Chick-fil-A, I like Chick-fil-A salad though.
Yeah, they
Man, we
racist.
gotta stop eating Chick-fil-A salads now.
Yeah, they supposed to be racist, but they supposed to be Christian people. That's why they don't never open
They
on
are
Sundays.
Christians. Yeah, they gotta go to
But
church.
there was a thing saying they were racist, so I quit fooling with Chick-fil-A. I don't know
get
if
what
it's
you're
true.
saying, though.
Y'all need to correct me. I don't give a damn. My thing is this here. Motherfucker ain't putting money in my pocket. I don't give a damn. I'm going to speak on and talk about them. I don't care. But at the end of the day, that's why everybody need to be their own boss. And you don't have to worry about that. Do your own production team, own everything, because shit happens. You know what I'm saying? And first thing people say is, oh, you got to be professional. So I just like any basketball, football, baseball player. They do something in the limelight. They be like, oh, you doing this here. And I understand that you doing. But motherfucker, what the shit y'all doing behind cameras, we don't know. But y'all want to quick to say we can't do this because it's in the pub. Donald Trump said, don't say, yeah, I grabbed that pussy. And that nigga the president, but y'all ain't vote his ass up out of there. So that's what I'm saying. This shit is just crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got him on footage. So what's the problem? Man, fuck that pink pig motherfucker. Everybody,
He's not
man.
pink. He's orange.
That motherfucker.
He orange.
Whatever color he is, that savage. I mean, he good at some points. I'm riding with him. See, Donald Trump is real a Negro, but he just a white boy Negro part. His actions are Negro-ish. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna be honest with you. But the shit he do, man, is rape. But all these jokes they voted for him, I know y'all sick now, though. Y'all
I don't
hate.
see no Negro.
No, the activities he doing, the shit he say he do. That's what black folks just stand up and say and do. But I ain't condoning. I don't. Me personally. Make your own money, do your own life, man.
We're going to leave Trump alone. So let's get into our topic for today. Okay, so it was a post that came across my feed that I wanted to talk about. And it was basically saying about how parents, how long should they take care of their children or help their children. And the woman who posted the post, she was like, it doesn't matter how old my kids get. I'm not going to ever sit back and watch my children struggle. If my child have an apartment, they lose their job and they need some help, I got you. If their car break down, come to my house and I'm going to let you use my car until you get your car fixed. How do y'all feel about parents helping their adult children, or at what age do you feel like a parent should cut off their adult child, or should a parent ever cut off their children? Miles, you right here. Let's.
Fuck them kids. That's for everybody who want to say fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. Nah, it's like this here. It's levels to that.
Okay.
You got a good child, you got a mediocre child, or you got this motherfucker that just, you have to ask yourself, damn, is you even my child? Because, you know, sometimes the shit some of these kids do, you be like, damn.
Like, who raised you?
Yeah, like, nigga, I gave you everything, and you, this is like, and so I feel like this here. It's okay to help your child to a certain extent, right? And what I mean by that is, if I let you come stay with me, I need to see you doing something with your money. I need to see that you better than yourself. If you ain't better than yourself, I don't see nothing. Well, guess what? You gonna pay me some goddamn bill money. Because what the fuck is you doing with your money? You staying here rent free. You not helping doing that. But if you stay with me, you're gonna have to clean up. You're gonna have to buy shit that you need for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I got groceries here. You can eat when I eat. But it's gonna be a lot of shit that you still need to do. I mean, when you sit up, you ain't helping towards like trying to buy yourself shit. You want to use up everything. You don't want to clean up behind yourself. I gotta tell you what to do. You think you want to back talk me? You want to get smart? Fuck no, I'm not helping you. Yeah. I'm helping you enough by letting you come here to save your money. But if you ain't saving your money, then you need to pay me some money. I'm gonna make you pay $300 a month, regardless if I need it or not. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna make you pay it because you ain't gonna stay nowhere for free.
That's right.
Why should I keep making shit so easy for you that you can feel like, well, I can go here? You have people who stay with their parents that ain't contributing no type of money, right? But they live there and eat up everything and sit there and still ain't progressing with shit. Still ain't doing shit. They just there. I ain't got to worry about here going to give me no spot. I can just go live at my mom or my daddy house.
That's an
or I can go, and I mean, now if your child's sick, something happened to your child, you let them come in. You let them stay there. You help them in all type of angles. But some of these kids, when they want to play act grown, well, you get out there on your own and stand on your own like you're grown. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear that. And then like far as driving my car, nah. Figure it out.
If they wreck your car and they don't have a job, then what?
That's why they catch Uber, bus. Guess what? I had to figure out how to get to fucking work. I ain't get my mom or my daddy car. So I'm letting you stay here. So guess what? You can figure out how to get to work on your own. If you talk to these little chicken heads or you talking to these jokers on the phone, call they motherfucking ass up so they come get you. When you got your car, did you ride and go pick these motherfuckers up every time you look up? Every time you got a car, did you be with them hyping? So where's that same energy? Return that shit. If not, fuck that. No, you can't use my car because you tear all your damn cars up. You know what I'm saying? You tear your shit up, let anybody. Nah, we ain't doing that. Because I ain't trying to buy no. I don't give a fuck if I'm sitting on 50,000 billions of dollars or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. The point is you have to teach them. They have to learn the lesson. You got to learn. If I'm just stay here. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to do. Nah, we not finna do that. We ain't doing that. My job is to get you ground, prepare you for this world, and get your ass out of here.
So at what age do you start to prepare them to be adults? Because school don't teach them that.
Since birth.
So
you treat them, you give them stuff, you let them know, hey, you can treat, if you're a woman or if you're a guy, you teach your daughter, you can do certain things for your daughter to get your daughter to understand, hey, this is how guys should be treating you this way. That you try to talk to them and things like this. You got a son, you try to tell your son, open that door. You open the door for a woman. Or do this. So you try to, you try to instill this into them at a young age. Right? And as they get older, you let them know, hey, that ain't the right way you should do this. That ain't what you should be doing. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing that. I'm not saying you just make him to the point where he just so go over a woman and every woman just take advantage of him. Yeah. No. And the same thing with your child. But hey, this is how you should be treated. But trust me, it ain't bitter and sweet out there. It's savage out there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's rough. And the streets will eat you alive. And you ain't so I don't want to hide nothing from you. And, at the same time, I want you to test the water and see how it is too. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is, I'm not controlling you, telling you what you can't do. All I'm saying is take heed to what I was telling you. So when you go out there and you come face to face with it, you make your decision, but also thinking ahead what was told to you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, hold on, let me, because it's shit I know my mama told me long time ago, and then I was like, what the fuck? And
how long it took you to realize it?
Well, it was some decisions I made that I was like, damn, I see why. Okay, prime example. No, ain't no example. I'm going to tell you straight up what happened. On my 15th birthday, I remember my 15th birthday, my mom said, come here, son. I went, what's going on? Yeah, you 15 years old, huh? I got something for you. She had me a bag full of rubbers. A bag full of rubbers. So I'm gonna tell you something right now. But you going out here, these women be lying, tell you they on birth control, they this, they that, they don't want to do this, they don't want to do that. So be careful and make sure you strap. I like that, cool. The nigga strap up every time? No, nobody. That's a damn lie, man. But at the point, and later on, I thought about it. You fuck around, you have kids, and then here it is. You got kids. Now you stuck with these kids. You know what I'm saying? And not just that. I tell people all the time. People like, well, you can get diseases, and yeah, that's true. Fuck that. My thing, what I'm scared of, kids. Kids are diseases. Them motherfuckers stuck for life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can catch, HIV symptoms.
They got medicine that can make that go away.
Kids, man, you stuck for life. Like you can have a bunch of drama going on. So I be like, you know what? Yeah, give me those here, because I do not. That's a whole other different disease that you trust me. That disease comes with a lot of headaches.
Yes.
Like that's real talk. That's what I'm just saying, man. So I mean, at the end of the day, like you say, you got to at least listen to your parents, but also you got to go out there and learn on your own. So, I mean, those who want to help their kids, cool, but don't babysit them. Make them think everything is comfortable and relax, and put pressure on their ass. Because if they don't know, they're going to go around this world thinking everything's supposed to be a handout. Yeah. Everything's supposed to be given to them. Everything's supposed to be okay. It's okay for them to just leave shit here. It's okay for this shit don't be there. They ain't got to buy this shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going for it. For those who do it. I'm not going for that shit.
For the Ine, I'm going to let you go on this part. Miles had a message for the parents, but for the children that's at home, that teenagers, not even adolescents, teenagers and adult children, they don't usually want to listen to what the parents have to say. But what advice can you give to the children that's listening, or the adult children that's listening to what the message Miles had to say?
Don't look at me, nigga. I'm talking to you, man. It is what it is.
I mean, honestly, a lot of kids do definitely need to take heed to the stuff your parents tell them. Simply because a lot of children don't realize that parents tell you shit that they were not taught. They learned the hard way, and they really just try to stop you from learning stuff the way that they learned it. Mm-hmm. However, you still have those that I tell people, I can talk to my kids all day long, but she probably come to you and listen to the exact same thing I said. She probably hear from you, and now she running with it. Yeah. Because a lot of times they feel like parents are there to hold them down, hold them back, don't want them to do this, they don't want them to have fun, all of these different things. Even though the sole point is so that you do not make the same mistakes. And honestly, I have to say that for me, I'm glad, because I didn't have nobody to talk to me when I was younger. But when I grew up, I was like, I don't want this. I am 46 years old, 3 adult kids, no grandbabies. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about 2 of my kids already almost at 6 figures. Mm-hmm. And then the other one in the military, she working her way up. I'm proud. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm proud because they did the damn thing. Mm-hmm. And honestly, when I sit back and I'm like, man, I wish somebody would have told me, because I struggled. I tried to go to school, and then I had to drop out. I'm not saying, I'm talking about like college. I went to college. I went back and forth to college several times.
But it's different having a support system. You was probably a better support system for your children than what you had for yourself, and it makes a big difference.
Yeah, but my support system was get your work done. Like, handle your business. You don't even need a job until, this time. My daughter got her first job when she was 16, but she was valedictorian. She was already, straight A's in school. She was working over at the school daycare and doing all kinds of stuff. And I did the same thing. Like, I worked in a school daycare when I was in high school. Mm-hmm. It was just making your mark, showing your way, making your way in the world, and knowing what you want, not what you see.
What you want.
And some people, and I think that's the biggest thing, people always say that I'm a product of my environment. Bullshit. Mm-hmm. You can change your environment. All you got to do is change your environment. You got to want more. Yes. And you got to strive to do more. You know what I'm saying? Because when you sit back and it's like, you know what, I don't like that. And this was even with me knowing how to treat a man. Mm-hmm. My dad taught me that. And when I watched my mom, I was like, I didn't like the way my mom treated my dad. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But my dad taught me how to treat a man. Yeah. And that's the information I took. Mm-hmm. That's what I took from it, because I'm like, he told me that. I know that made him feel good, whatever the case may be. So that's how I treat a man. How it's reciprocated, then I know it. We need to go ahead and, turn some corners, and then you're going to get the bitch part of me. Yeah. That's different. But I know it's simple things that people may not even realize, but you take what you want from the situation and feel like how it's going to impact you, what it's going to do for you growing, how that looks for you going down the line or in the future. And parents are there to stop you from crashing your damn head against the wall. Most parents. Because I know have some crazy parents that want you to be like them and say fuck this and fuck that and fuck this.
Yeah, but that's,
you got some parents that's jealous.
Yeah, but that's what kids need to say. I want to change my environment. Like I want to change. I don't want to be living in this type of environment. I don't want to be around this. So because I know this ain't really how living is, I want to do something better. So some people just take off and then they run out and they be like, damn, my child don't come around no more. You know why? Because you always talk you always talk down on them. You ain't you ain't ever try to uplift them. You ain't ever try to do this. So they moved on and shot out and hell with coming back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about coming back because they doing better with themselves. They like, I check on my little brothers, sisters, or whatever, hear that, but I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? And we all want the best for our kids, but all our kids not going to be the best. They want to live their life. I just say, man, hope they get it right before they get too old. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it.
I know it's a lot of people that sometimes they try so hard not to be like their parents are. You're so focused on trying not to be like your mama that you end up just like her. Like I know this one young lady, she told me, she was like, I don't want to work in fast food like my mama. Why does it matter where your mama worked at? You can see where she is. You don't like that for yourself, but what are you doing besides to do better besides comparing? And guess what she working at?
In fast food.
In fast food.
Yeah, I mean I mean, like I say, it changes things because I know I'm one of those mamas. Miles.
What's that?
That when my kid call me, I'm there. Regardless if mama I need to borrow, mama I need a place. I'm just that person. Like my door's open. I might give you a bill or whatever, or tell you to do that's other, but there's a car. There's a bedroom. There's if you need money, I got it. Because again, I handle things different. So I mean, I do. I'm one of those parents that I'm always be there for my kids. But at the same time, I know the child that needs me more now, and it's not always the same. I know the child that needs me more now is going to be there for me when I get older. The child that don't need me now, she done already told me Maya's probably gonna be in the nursing home if I don't get my shit together.
So can she get you a nice nursing home? They got some nice ones.
She was like, listen, if you don't buy your house and you don't have all of this on, I'm just letting you know that I'm not that kid to take care of you, and I'm okay with that.
But you did good because at least you got 5 to choose from, to get it right. I have just one, so if I piss him off or he just decide or he get with a crazy woman and be like, I'm not finna let your mama, you ain't helping your mama not coming up. I just had that one, so I just gotta hope and pray that I have my affairs in order to where I could be in a very nice nursing home. He done already told me, he was like, yeah, when you get old and you need to come stay with me and you don't do what you're supposed to do, the first thing I'm gonna do is take your door off the hinges and take your cell phone. So this dude is plotting his payback because I took your door off the hinges and I took your the difference between me and you, if I was to go stay in somebody's house, I'm not going to be a burden on them. When you stand with somebody, even if it's your parent and you are an adult child, your parents shouldn't have to come, especially if you have parents that still work. Your parents should not have to come home and then you've been at home all day. You don't have no job, or even if you have a job, you're staying at their house. They not, especially if they're not charging you no rent. If it's dishes in the sink, wash the dishes. If it's in the dishwasher, run the dishwasher, take the dishes out and put them up. Don't let your parent have to tell you to put the trash outside. Don't let them have, if you got a job, you're using up all the toilet paper. How about restocking the toilet paper? If it's food in the refrigerator that's been in there for 2 weeks, take the food out the refrigerator. Be a help to that person. If you go stay with your friends, most people don't want nobody to come live with them. If you go live at somebody's house, get up, make the bed up, go vacuum they carpet. Because I'm going to tell you like this. My auntie, this is my favorite auntie. God rest her soul. I love that woman and I miss that woman. She would come stay with me on days that she was finna go take a trip out of town. When she get ready to go to Pittsburgh, she was like, honey, let me come stay at your house. That way I can leave out in the morning because I stay close to the freeway she was going to get on. I'm like, okay, she'll come to my house while I'm at work. My son let her in. They be there. I get to the house. Soon as I walk through the door, she old school. I smell Clorox. She done went in there and cleaned my son pissy bathroom up. it's smelling all Clorox fresh like bleach. She done went in and my son was like, man, what's wrong with your family? Y'all all got OCD. Yo auntie was so bored she done organized the ice in the freezer. But you know, it's like, I love for you to come visit me. You come to my house and you doing like, I'm not gonna clean my son's bathroom up. That's his job. But you see it and you know, well, your mama been at work all day. When she get home, I'm gonna have a meal for her to eat. If you at your parents' house and they working and they paying all the bills, they not asking you for nothing. They trying to help you get on your feet. When your daddy get home from work, how about you have his meal ready for him if he ain't got no wife? Or if your mama come home and you know that her feet tired, how about, mama, you want me to run you some bath water or something like that? You know, have the house clean, spray some doggone Febreze or something. Don't be a burden just because that's your parent. Your parent, they really don't owe you nothing after you move out the house. But if you have parents that's that kind to you, that's still gonna help you when you bump your head, when you fall off, the least you can do is just make their life a little bit easier when they come home.
Yeah.
That's not asking too much. I'm a parent like you too. My son, he wanted to move out at 18 years old. He moved out, didn't have a reason to move out. I got 3 bedrooms here. It's just me and you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I did not want him to move out because you just finished high school. You don't know what it takes to live successfully on your own. Let me teach you, like you haven't had a real job before. Do you know that when you get on the job that you need to have certain you know, how to put your dependent.
Let me ask you this real quick, both of y'all. What age you moved out the house?
I was 18.
What age you moved out the house?
16.
My point exactly. So why the fuck you don't put trust in your own kids to get their ass out on their own and do the shit? I answer the question. What in your mind? How the hell it ain't the same?
It's really not the same. First of all, when you think about it, what we paid for rent back then is nowhere near what they charged for rent.
My first apartment was $355.
Okay.
I stayed in the house for $650.
Okay. So let me ask you this here, and this is another question. When you moved in your first apartment, you moved by yourself or you had a roommate?
I had a man.
By myself.
You by yourself, you had a man.
Me and my boyfriend got an apartment together.
After you and your man, then what?
After that, I ended up moving back to my mama's house until I got into my next apartment.
How long you stayed at your mama's house?
Just probably a couple months. The reason that I moved out of my mama's house is because she made it very much uncomfortable for me. I didn't like staying there. I love my mother.
Okay, so
I just didn't want to follow her rules. So because I didn't want to follow her rules, I got into my own
apartment. And that's my point. What I'm trying to get these goddamn kids to understand. You stay with somebody, you gotta follow their goddamn rules.
You gotta follow.
So therefore, if you don't want to clean the fuck up, you don't want to do this shit, get your ass out and go get your own shit. You can keep that bitch nasty. You can keep your tub dirty. You ain't gotta do shit. But over here, that shit gonna be done. And it's that simple. If you don't like my rules, then hit the streets, pat your feet and hit the streets. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the point that I'm not saying that I won't do for my kids, but I don't want you to think every time you get in a jam, you do what you want to do with your money, but then, hey daddy, can I, and then, you know what I'm saying? No, it don't work that way.
Yeah, but you can't sit there and make it so easy for them because they're gonna keep coming back.
But that's what I'm saying.
As a parent, you're gonna have to draw the line somewhere.
That's the point. So this is my thing. So I say, okay, then I'm gonna get each one of my kids a $500 limit, right? I'm just gonna say $500. Dad, I need $100. And their favorite word is, I'm gonna pay you back. I know damn well you ain't finna give me that money back. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you on your own, but this is my thing. If you got a woman or you got a dude, meaning if you got a daughter, she got a man. If you got a dude, you got a son who got a woman. Mm-hmm. Why the fuck is you asking me for money?
Now, I have to agree with that completely.
You know what I'm saying?
If you got a spouse, then y'all should be grinding.
You should be not asking me for money. I understand somebody get hard, y'all might be a little short. Okay, here, I give you a little something to help y'all out. But don't keep asking me to borrow money every time you look around.
I would be embarrassed to go to my mom and ask her for money if I have a man who have a job.
Like because you shouldn't have to.
Most people don't want to help you.
But I don't care if he have a job or not. It doesn't matter.
But I'm saying if he have a job, I would really be embarrassed.
He's supposed to be the man. He's supposed to be the man that help you out. Yeah. Like this, the point of you having a man is to have somebody that's gonna help you. And don't get us wrong, we all struggle. Yeah, we all struggled when we was young. You know what I'm saying? We all struggled, but we still figured out, hey, how can I come up with this money? Even if I gotta sit in the dark for one day, my lights be back on tomorrow. If I gotta call, hey, nigga, come cut the lights on for me. I got $50 for you. You know, back in the day, I used to pull the light thing out and pull the plastic. Shit, you know, lying son gun. You tell me you ain't ever had nobody pull the thing off. You stay in apartments. I know I had. You know what I'm saying? But it just did everything you need to keep staying in your apartment. You know what I'm saying?
Because you don't want to go back home.
Yeah. So and if I did go back home, I'm not planning on going there forever. No. I don't even try to get comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not.
I put the shit in the garage.
Make it comfortable.
Put the shit in the garage. Stay there, and I'm already looking for another apartment. Within a month, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? These kids come in and just feel like, well, shit, I ain't got to pay rent. I ain't got to do nothing. I'm just going to go out. I'm going to go do this, do it. Hey, is you saving money for an apartment? Have you looked for an apartment? What is your plans? Because if you ain't made no plans, then you feel have to start paying rent.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have something. Because all the thing going on right now is my bill. Light bill's going up. Water bill going up. Because folks seem to cut a light on and walk out and act like that motherfucker's cut itself off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did you find that motherfucker on when you went in there? You know what I'm saying? Drop shit on the floor. The floor's a vacuum cleaner? Nope. So you don't plan on getting it up? Because the floor ain't a self-vacuum cleaner.
But it's okay for you to charge them some kind of utilities or bills or a portion of the rent, because if something was to happen to you today, where they going to be at when you gone?
But shit, the point is, how they going to know how to live, survive if you always handicapping them?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree. And
And if you got a child, or you got to step up for your child and let them know you this person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to deal with think you're going to disrespect me and stay in my household. That ain't going to fly. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put you out.
I have
No.
to.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
that ain't going to go.
you
So
can't be disrespectful.
yeah, so it's okay to help your kids, but you can't just be thinking because you stand here, I don't see no progress and nothing. If you got money to buy marijuana, you got money to go to the club, you got money to goddamn buy clothes, wigs, hair, whatever, all this shit, and I ain't caring about you buying it. I want you to buy it. But you telling me you ain't got no bread put up and bought you no vehicle, and I know you been working for a minute or been saving money.
Because how much Jordans cost?
Shit, I don't know, because last pair of
253.
Jordans I bought was in
But I'm just saying, you got some people that
1992.
be living with their parents, but they spend their whole paycheck
They
on
got
some
it.
Jordans,
A
go to
whole-
the club and stuff like your priorities are all messed up.
Yeah.
And I ain't going for that shit.
Yeah.
It is what it is, but
I don't mind help. Like with my son, he was 18 when he moved out. I wasn't ready for him to move out, but it wasn't nothing for me to help him furnish his apartment because I wanted to set him up for failure. But if he had done it my way, stay at home, go to school. If you don't want to go to school, get a job, stack your paper. That way, when you do move out into your apartment, you have everything that you want. You already have a car. You already used to paying for your car payment if you have a car payment. If you get an apartment, make sure you have all the furniture and stuff that you need. That way, when you get into your apartment, all you got to do is pay your bills and your rent. But you need to be used to paying these things or know that every month they going to come. Like he going to tell me, he was like, man, I ain't know that the bills come every month, whether you work or not, whether you got money or not. That's true. But if you're going to move with a girl or you're going to have a roommate, you got to have enough knowledge to know, how does this person work? What are their work ethics like? Because when she lost her job, she looking at you to cover the whole bills. Now, did y'all think about it? One person lost their job, would the other person have enough to pay for all the bills by themselves?
Nah.
Y'all didn't take that into consideration.
Not at all.
You falling behind somebody that ain't got no more sense than what you got.
the blind leading the blind.
The blind leading the blind.
But see, another thing too, I tell these jokes nowadays, quit just trying to move somewhere to try to say
Trying to be grown.
this why I stay. Like,
Yep.
fuck that pride shit. Like, do what you need to do where you in your own spot and you know you can pay this here much for your month. It's comfortable for you. And then even if it's in a spot you don't want to, well, guess what? You ain't got to
It's
be
still
quit being
yours.
friendly and you ain't got to get to meet your neighbors,
Yeah,
being
stay to
friendly.
yourself.
Stay to yourself and do what you need to do that way you got your own spot and you get the fuck on. Like, if you don't set boundaries and you don't put pressure on them, then they not gonna ever learn. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna ever learn. They gonna feel like I'm just gonna stay here. Like sometimes you go over there, you say, oh, I got an uncle 60 years old still staying at home with big mama and them, grandma, you know what I'm saying, I'm his mama or staying over here. Like
But is he staying with Big Mama because Big Mama don't need to be living by herself?
well, no, I'm just saying, you know how you see some people be like, my uncle still stayed with my grandma, or
Because that uncle ain't got no job. He ain't doing nothing with himself. Big Mama just ain't never put him out and make him be sufficient and independent on his own.
But I mean, and it goes on every day. You know what I'm saying? People, it's like that every day still to the day. You have even like a brother or son staying with a sister or somebody, or ain't it? Or they over there, maybe they help him out, but he give him a little money, get his little bill, wine, or go do him a little something. He might help with a little something, but he try to help out, maybe cut the grass, maybe, do this a little bit and do that. But
Is
he just
on the spectrum or something?
I don't know what he. I'm just speaking for those who might be out there. You see that.
I'm just saying,
So
he
I'm
might be
saying
on the
is,
spectrum.
and some people get checked and they might help, but this is my thing. I try to tell a person, when you always depending on living with your parent, they leave, then what you gonna do?
You're going to be lost.
Where you gonna go?
You better
Now
hope they leave the
you're
house
on the
to you.
streets. You're on the streets. Now you trying to figure it out. So you got to sum that shit up and get it together, man. I tell everybody, we all make mistakes, but we got to learn how to bounce back from your mistakes. Nobody care about your excuses. Nobody don't care about what you've been through, because we all been through something before. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, take whatever it is that you feeling that. Everybody know what their mistakes are. Everybody know what they downfall. You know what you're doing that's stopping you from going where you need to go. You know you steady buying alcohol, you steady doing this or whatever. Stop doing that shit and do what you need to do and get back on point. Some say it's easier to said than done. Bullshit. When you put your mind to it and you want to make something happen, do it. It was shit I ain't want to do, but when I know it's shit I don't want to do this no more, I have to snap out and get my shit together and do what I need to do. So when I work hard for my shit and you just come to ask to borrow it, I don't want to let you to borrow it. I got to see the working effort in you the same way for me to let you do it, because sometimes helping hand need to be done. But I just can't help no any and everybody just because I got it. Nigga, that's vacation for me. That's more shit for me to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And you can't expect to get your bread back from a motherfucker if you give it to them.
If they ain't got no money, how they gonna pay you back?
Yeah. If you borrow from me, how can I borrow it back from you?
Right.
You gonna still have that problem next month or next week or whatever. Like, man, forget that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Help those who's kind, and like it's okay to help, but help those who's there for you that you can call, that's gonna come regardless at the end of the day. So I don't mind helping you because I know you'll come if I call you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is.
Missy Nay, how would you like? What closing remarks do you have for us on the topic?
Listen. No, but for real, I mean, I think for the kids, it's still gonna be for the kids to just understand that your parents are there looking out for you most of the time. If you know your parents, you know if they mean you well, then you should know that they have your back and they want to see the best. They want to see you successful. Just listen, take heed.
Well, my closing remarks to the children, the young adults: stop thinking you know everything, and stop thinking that you're smarter than your parents, because your parents have been here before you was here. They've experienced some things, whether they experienced it for themselves or they experienced it through watching other people. 9 times out of 10, they're trying to tell you something so that they can prevent you from going down the road that they possibly went down or saw somebody go down that was their downfall. Take your time and get yourself together. Do what's right. Don't try to just like, oh, let me hurry up and get out here so I could be grown. Let me go get a baby and this and that. Enjoy your life for yourself first. Stack your money first. If your parents are nice enough to let you live with them, don't be a burden to them. Help out around the house. If you're not paying no bills, you can contribute in other ways besides monetary ways. You can take out the trash without the parents having to ask you. You can do the laundry. You can buy laundry detergent. You can buy soap. Just do something to make it easier for them to want you to stay there, because most of the time people don't want nobody in their house. Most parents is counting down for their kids to turn 18 so they can start walking around the house naked again.
Straight up butt naked.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So now they can't walk around the house naked because you in the house. Then you want to bring somebody in the house. So if you have nice parents that's allowing you to stay in the house with them, don't let them have to ask you for something. Just contribute and just offer. And that's my 2 cents. So thank y'all for joining Lay It on the Line. It's been real. If you have a black business that you would like for us to shout out, make sure you send it to us. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram.
We need you to follow us on YouTube. Click like, subscribe, share. Click like, subscribe, and share. Simple as that. 213 steps. 213 steps.
213 steps?
Yep, that's easy.
That's it. That's what's up. Thank y'all for joining us. It's been real.
We're both here, we both heard, we're both real. With no words, some things clear, some things blurred. So here's our time, what's on the line? I need your heart in my hand and you need my mind in yours. But we're all different now, is this what we settled for? And I hold us down until you will find. But if you need more, lay it on the line. Lay it on the line, what's the real deal? Is this the truth or just what you think it is? I need your honest opinion. Lay it on the line. Lay it on the line, what's the real deal? Is this the truth or just what you think it is? I need